Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine, and I'm back with more Rory Gallagher, just as I promised I would. I showed you and unboxed the 3 LP vinyl set for Rory Gallagher's BBC output, and many of you said, Phil, this is great, but surely you're going to get the CD as well. Of course. Because as I said, Simon and Chris, my patrons, two of my patrons said, you can never have too much Rory Gallagher. And they're right. And this proves the point, because here it is. See that? The music nearly collapsed then, sheer the weight of this thing. The BBC collection, Rory Gallagher, 18 discs. 20 discs, get a grip. 18 CDs and 2 BluRay. Right, here we go. Let's have a look inside. As promised, here is Rory Gallagher, the BBC collection. The 18 CD and 2 BluRay set includes 3 CDs of radio sessions, 14 CDs of live BBC concerts, 121 previously unreleased audio tracks, 2 BluRays of previously unreleased concert footage, a 40-page book with unseen photographs, an essay forwarded by Andy Kershaw, mastered at Abbey Road Studios. This is a monster of a box. You can see this. On the back it lists all the discs, all 20 of them, and the discs themselves slide out and are in these kind of fold out folders with all the discs in them, like so. So this is the one I've opened here. I love this effect of it looking like the back line of the amps. So the BluRays have got their own little cases, little covers, as you can see here, with all the tracks on the back. And the discs themselves just slot in like we've seen with other sets like this, whether it's Van de Graaff Generator, etc. But they're very easy to take out, and they're very, there's a nice little click when they go back in, so they're nicely secure. They're not going to fall out when you buy this box. And the other one is absolutely rammed, as you can see here, with discs. And then finally, I'll just move that out of the way so we can look at the book. The book is a hardback book with lots of memorabilia. Some great pictures of Rory throughout his career, many of them from the Ogre Whistle test. So the vinyl set has elements of this, but obviously it can't compete with the book, with the box even. Some great stuff, as I say, the forward by Andy Kershaw. I never realised he was such a fan. Some fantastic stuff, pictures of the albums, one of my favourites there, Live in Europe. And basically talking about the origins and the background to this wealth of material that you can find in this box set, which at the time of me doing this, I managed to find from Amazon France for about £118, including postage to the UK. I'm absolutely over the moon about it. Absolutely over the moon about it. Look at this. This is a list of all the tracks on all the discs. Absolutely marvellous stuff, and a nice picture there of the Ogre Whistle test. So that's Rory Gallagher, the collection, discs 1 to 12, discs 13 to 20. So that is a look inside Rory Gallagher, the BBC collection. The vinyl set is exceptional. There is also a 2 CD version. But when you see this, as you just have, 121 previously unreleased audio tracks, and then 2 BluRay discs full of unreleased concerts and a collection of everything that exists literally from the BBC archive. It is immense. I know some people, when this was announced, said, well, this is getting ridiculous. 18 CDs, 2 BluRays. How are you ever going to get around to watching any of this stuff? These things, these box sets are just getting silly. When you see this, they're not. If you're a fan of Rory Gallagher, and I know two of my patrons, Chris and Simon, always said to me, Phil, you can never have too much Rory Gallagher. And as I said before, that's because there were holes in my Rory Gallagher collection. There aren't many now. And this is just superb. I mean, what I love about this is the amount of love that's been put into it. And I believe it has, with the Rory Gallagher's friends, band members, family involved in this, produced by Daniel Gallagher, is that when you look at as you look at what's included, they haven't thought, well, who's going to want to listen to that more than once? Example, CD 4, The Rory Gallagher Story, narrated by Gary Moore from BBC Radio 2 in 2005. That might be something you play once, but it's here. If you want to play it again, it's been included. Live at Reading, 22nd of August, 1980. Special gig that to me, because I was at Reading in 1980. I was full of beer, to be honest. And Rory Gallagher came on quite late, and I can't remember too much about that. But now I can relive it over literally 2 discs. CD 16 and CD 17. And the Blu-rays, the whole rehearsal test, right from 1973 right to 1985. The concerts, BBC Rock Goes to College 78. Live at the Venue, of course, is on the vinyl set. But live at Hammersmith Odeon, Sight and Sound in concert, BBC in concert at the Paris Theatre 72. It is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And Andy Kershaw, I think, sums it up. I mean, Andy, I didn't know he was such a big Rory Gallagher fan. Rory Gallagher was his first ever gig on the 19th of December in 1974 in Manchester's Free Trade Hall, aged 14. His favourite album was Made Live in Europe. It's one of mine as well. And he talks about how fantastic it was to see that gig, and over the years as his career changed and he presented rehearsal tests and he met Rory later on, and what a nice guy he was. And he says here, our paths crossed again in early 1985, soon after I joined presenters doing BBC's rehearsal test. As a component of some feature on blues music, I was sent to Dingwalls in Camden Town to meet up with Rory and do a filmed interview. And I'm delighted that encounter survived in the BBC archive and is included in this box set. But there's so many of Rory's other BBC recordings for radio and television that have survived and are now gathered into this substantial treasury. Is both astonishing and a fine tribute to the man. And it is. I am so pleased to have this. £118 from Amazon France. And I think it's an absolute bargain. There is so much stuff to explore here. I love the vinyl set. And if you're new to Rory Gallagher, the 2 CD sets will be fine. This is a lot of stuff. And I'm going to be in and out of this for over a long period of time. I have not played it all as I do this review. I've dipped in and out of it, but it just sounds amazing. Thank you, the powers that be, Daniel Gallagher, for compiling this. The tape transfer has been done expertly, archive scanning for the book, BluRay authoring, Sarah Bradley at Meiji, mastering by Frank Arkwright at Abbey Road Studios. It is immense. That is Rory Gallagher, the big box set, 18 CDs and 2 Blu-ray discs, available now, and it won't be around for long. And it's an absolute bargain for the amount of material you get. Fantastic. This is going to be in my end of the year review for reissues and box sets, and it's going to be doing very well in that chart, I know for certain. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of your support. Remember, Music is the healer and the doctor. Please take care, all of you, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon.